Hi guys, so this week we're going to be talking about social media etiquette and rules for business. This lecture covers 9 essential rules, so let's get started. You want to make sure that you always keep your target audience in mind. Be an interesting conversation partner. Distribute valuable shareable information from many sources. So this means not just looking at those organizations that you follow that have the same silo mindset that you might, or the same kind of ideas or beliefs that you may have. You want to look at the sources from other avenues and other areas that may have nothing to do with your own ideas and beliefs, and try and understand where things are coming from, that biases might be there, that there are different ways to look at a specific situation through your own lens. Deliver at optimal times. We're going to be talking about that a little later in this class, but there are certain times of the day that you want to post on specific social media sites, and there's a lot of data and analytics out there that covers the best times of the day, what day of the week, based on demographics and location of individuals who are on your sites, and definitely basing it on what your specific product is, or idea, or whatever it is that you are selling or you're talking about. We're going to also talk about what you should and shouldn't be posted. And then deliver content discussed in your profile description. If your profile description is all about the fact that you have really great healthy recipes and that you're the right person to go to, you don't want to start talking about something that's totally off topic from healthy recipes. You want to make sure that you're always kind of staying in topic with what your profile description is. Who are you? What defines you? Did you find a niche somewhere in an industry that somebody is needed with your expertise or interests or background, and really continue to hone on that specific key area throughout your social media engagement online. So you remember, your audience is there to follow you for a specific reason, specifically your business. If you've got a business out there, they're there for your specific expertise and knowledge. They don't really care to hear about anything beyond that. Maybe if it ties into your specific topic, but otherwise, stay on topic. So you want to think before you post. Do you have ideas out there? This is really one of those flow charts from an organization called Hootsuite that's, I think, there to help you think about those yes and no, what works, what doesn't work. So if you're looking at here, the orange ones, social media post ideas. Yes, do you have one? Great. Does this have value for people? If it does, wonderful. Does this fit the network's mission or the organization's mission, or what your organization's mission is? If it does, yes. Is this the best format for the post? Maybe it's not an image. Maybe it should be a video. Maybe it's not a video. Maybe it should be a text with a little link where somebody can go and hear more information. I mean, you want to think about what is the best way to communicate this idea that you have, so it basically gets the most bang for its buck, and it provides the most value to those who are in your audience. And am I posting this the best time? We talked about this in the previous slide. And if all of your answers to that is a yes, then you should publish it. I think that this is a really great flow chart to keep for any organization and anyone, really. I mean, you can change the word social media to email, or newsletter, or solicitation email or communication. I mean, and anything, and you can kind of see, is this valuable? Does it hit the organization's mission? What is your end goal? And all the steps that you're taking to get to this end goal, does it meet that? So you really want to avoid automatic messaging. A lot of times this is treated as spam. Yes, organizations have pre-formatted and preset a lot of communication, which can be done. There are a lot of organizations that provide a platform for you to aggregate all of your social media into one place, so you can have posts that happen at every time at a certain time of the day, or every week, or bi-weekly, or whatever it is that you're looking for. But you want to make sure that those are authentic. So try not to just keep sending automatic messages. We all get those emails in our boxes. on the daily sometimes from places, and we just say, oh, forget it, that comes again every day, I don't care to read this today. So you want to be strategic in your communication there. Avoided indirect interactions with your audience. So if you are communicating with your audience, let's say like via chat, direct messaging, you want to try and make it sure that it's authentic again and that there's a person behind that, not just some type of direct communication that's happening from some pre-scripted document in front of them. Use the @ mention to highlight any of your followers. So the @ symbol is used before most usernames or handles, as we call them. And most of us have handles on Twitter. We've got handles on Instagram and Facebook. And so these are those handles that allow us to mention those individuals when we want to highlight them so they can get that on their social media. And instead provide with high quality shareable content when you are communicating with people. You want your content to be something that others say, hey, you know what, you need to read this, or you guys should check this out, or this is a really great quote or statement or recipe or inspiration, and I want to retweet this, or I want to repost this, or I'm going to really like this, or I want to share this. You want that kind of engagement online for your business. Another thing that most of us really find important for us living in this time of instant is to respond to comments quickly and fast. The most effective are real-time two-way communication, where you're able to communicate with your customers and clients right away. I mean, think about social media posts out there by, airlines, restaurants, gyms. I mean, any place you might go and you'll do some type of review online, and it could be on, TripAdvisor for hotels and locations. It could be on Yelp for places that you're eating at. It might be on Google. It could be on Urban Spoon. I mean, there's so many places. You might even just post on Twitter, comment, and use the @handle to communicate with your the company you want to talk to. And you might just give a positive comment. You might give a negative comment. And the really important part is that you communicate and respond to that as quickly as possible. You don't want to let that linger, because when you let things linger on for too long, people begin to create their own ideas in their mind about what's taking so long for the response, or maybe they don't want to respond because they don't care, and that can really affect your business. Someone monitors the social channels for all interactions and engagement. That's really important. There should be someone who's dedicated to focusing on social media engagement for an organization. So you want to make sure that if that's you, you're doing a really good job of constantly staying on top of all of the different channels out there to continually stay engaged with your audience and your customers. There should be some type of evaluation system that's there, meaning what is the most important item for us to respond to first. You might get several different responses at one time. What is the most important one for you to go to first, and then move on further down the list? If you have an evaluation system about what is most important, similar to what we had on slide 3 about that whole flow chart, something like that might be helpful here. Important, don't ignore negative comments. Negative comments and providing timely feedback for negative comments and addressing them are maybe some of the most important ways that you can communicate with your customer positively, and even improve your customer base and widen it. I see a lot of organizations out there, if they respond to that negative comment and provide some type of discount or apology, or here's my direct message me so we can talk about this more. You want to really hear what somebody else's emotions or feelings are and why they feel that way, and then you want to try and validate it, or you want to try really to understand it and see their point of view, because again, they're your customers. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the buzz, but if they've had a bad time there, they're going to probably tell somebody else that they know, and somebody else they know, and then guess what? Everybody's going to begin to create these ideas in their mind about what your organization is, who you are, And you don't want that to happen. You want to nip it in the bud before it becomes something that it should not become. Don't ever badmouth your competition. This is a really great example here. Everybody just take a deep breath and play nice. So Kit Kat versus Oreos. You know, this is a really cute way that they communicated back and forth. Instead of, you know, being facetious and mean to each other, they had kind of a cute play on words and their brand. Let's look at Kit Kat's Twitter here. The fight for at Laura Ellen's affections is on. At Oreo, your have a break twitpic.com. So they have a tic-tac-toe here, and they've got the X in the middle. They're right in the middle. And then Oreo said, hey, Kit Kat, we couldn't resist. So they ate all of the Kit Kat and left a little piece in the middle. Basically, they were just being really cute with each other back and forth, saying, hey, you know what? Sorry, you don't get to be a part of it. We're going to go ahead and put our Oreo cookie in, and we're going to eat your Kit Kat. But this is just a cute, friendly way to get along, their competition. But we also see that these two organizations are being mature and understand that there's space for both of them in the candy and cookie market. So the big thing here is don't badmouth your competition, because you never know, your competition could become who you work for. You could become acquisitions of each other. One could buy the other, so you never know. Hootsuite. So you want to maximize the shareability of your social messaging. Hootsuite. This is an example of their Twitter. Engaging 90 to 100 characters of text that draws in your followers. Hootsuite is an organization that allows you to aggregate all of your social media accounts into one place. So they have a really good way of communicating the tools that they have online by having a link here. They make sure it's relevant to your piece of content, URL where you want to drive your followers. High quality images are relevant and customized to the content. Use GIFs. It's not a GIF, it's a GIF to increase engagement. So you want to find ways to connect to your audience in a number of ways, and this is a really great slide that talks about the way to maximize your social messaging and 3 quick, short little ways that you can do that. Tame your hashtags. Don't overuse your hashtags. I don't think many people even know what a hashtag is used for today. You know, how many people have hashtags that say, day is too long, I'm tired, hashtag no, hashtag thank you. I mean, you're just adding all of these words into a sentence. That was not the whole point of a hashtag. Hashtags are aggregators. They're used to take a topic or an idea or a situation or whatever it is and put it into one location where if you type that hashtag up, I could see everything about that specific topic or industry or whatever it is. So you want to be really mindful of your hashtags. Don't overuse them. Use them strategically. Look at your industry. Look at broader hashtags that connect to, so for example, Kit Kat, they can look at hashtag candy, hashtag chocolate, hashtag take a break by using their slogan. I mean, there's a lot of different hashtags that they could use that if one of us wants to use that hashtag, we could locate Kit Kat's conversation about a specific topic. So you want to use it to join the larger conversation. And geotagging or tagging people is not always more effective. Sometimes it can be, sometimes it can't. But geotagging, you want to be mindful of geotagging if it could hurt your organization. If not, you want to use it. So if you, let's say you guys, I'm thinking about a food truck. Maybe a food truck is out and they want to geotag an image of themselves at a specific park. And they're saying, hey, find us. We're somewhere in downtown LA, and there's a hashtag or an image of them at the park, and your job is to locate the longitude and latitude of that image and find them at that park. And maybe they'll put some clues in there. So that might be helpful about geotagging. But tagging people, you want to tag people if, again, it's going to help your brand. So tagging celebrities or influencers on social media become really helpful. Keep your brand accounts professional and your personal accounts separate. I can't talk about this enough. There are a lot of people and a lot of organizations, mind you, who have had individuals who are responsible for the company's social media accounts, and Once in a while, they might accidentally post something personal from their organization onto their organizational social media because they accidentally didn't switch back and forth on their personal devices. So, I mean, you really want to make sure that you keep them separate, because you don't want to post anything online under your company's umbrella that is not professional and that does not is not in line with their mission and their values. Because we may sometimes put something funny or an image or some quote or write something that definitely is not something we'd want others and outside of our personal life to know about. So, important, make sure you keep them separate. It's not just for accidentally posting. You want to keep your brand versus your personal tone, even the way that you communicate, the tone of your message. And you want to make sure that with your organizations, there's neutral stance on controversial issues. You want to avoid mitigation of personal conflicts, and you want to be cordial with other businesses. So, and we all know a lot of us have strong opinions about specific topics and ideas, and that's your business platforms and social media are not the place for those ideas. That's your personal social media. Gonna move on. So don't spam your followers' feeds. You want to give and take. All right. Don't follow for numbers. Frantic. You don't want to follow people thousands in return for followers. You want to make sure that on your social media, you actually have more people following you than you following them. That is when you begin to see that you are an influencer. So don't oversaturate posts due to mass followers. Okay, if you follow too many people, you're going to have too many things coming in. So you're going to be spending too much time reading everybody else's stuff and not enough time posting things that are important to you. So you want to make sure for your organization, you are really following those who can really influence your organization in a positive way. Follow accounts that produce valuable content. Acknowledge your content may not work for everybody, okay? And keep track of unfollows and keep them in stride. Everybody's not going to like us. We're not going to make everybody happy. That's just the nature of this world. And so if you have people who want to stop following you, they're going to stop following you, and that's okay. But you want to really keep track of what kind of individuals who follow me and then stop following me, or what is it about them? Maybe there's a specific theme or thread about the individual that you can pick up, and maybe there's something that you're not doing to connect to those individuals that you can, or maybe it really doesn't matter to your organization. I'm going to skip this one as well. So I hope you guys have learned something here about the 9 essential social media etiquette rules for business. This week you don't have any actual assignments. You're just going to be watching this lecture and doing some reading. And so enjoy the rest of this weekend. All right. Thank you.